never forget that day.
Up Norman.
Hero of the hunt.
No, you are not. LaGuardia, Cessna 365 now, 15.
We are heading for the hunt.
Negative. Disregard that last transmission.
Okay, you need to return to the LaGuardia.
Negative, that was transmitted in error. Take your hand off the mic, Norman.
We are going now.
No, we are not.
We can get a view. You want to turn away on runway 13?
Negative, everything's fine here. We're continuing as planned. That's it, Norman. I'm plugging out your intercom circuit breaker.
Mertz, what the deuce?
Oh, shitballs! No. Fucker.
Wilson, where are you? I'm coming!
Shut up, Norman.
Shit.
Stop the stopwatch. And up we go. Oh!
When you, oh, he's having a baby. He's lost. He's rocking back and forth. Look. So I have to start the whole shot again now. The whole thing all over again. And I said, right. 07020 knots. And I'm facing right into the window. New York helicopter terminal, and I can't remember the name of the fucking place, so now I have to go look it up. Here we are in Manhattan Heliport, and we're going to take off of this microlight. We're going to climb to the top of the building 3 times, come back, and then stop the stopwatch. So, where's my stopwatch? Bollocks.
Lost an engine. I've hit the right prop on the runway. Just go down, just touch it. There we go. Good. Oh, whoa. Am I alive? Oh, Jesus Christ! Where's the runway? There it is. Oh yeah, there we go. We're gone. We're gone. That's what happens when you go below blue line speed in an engine failure. Go on, Dizzy. Hitch down. There you go. Top's coming up. Hold it level. It's going to stall. Otherwise. Oh no! Don't do this to me! It's too late! It's too late! Just don't stall and go into the water! Oh my god. Fuck! Adding power. And up we go. Oh, I missed it! Shit! I fucking crashed. Oh, this looks really bad. Brace for it. Oh. I've got to try and stop this before the end.
No, try not. Do or do not.
Oh, thank God. Yoda, you are so wise.
Nothing more will I teach you today.
At last, I'm going to steal an airplane. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, can I have a look around?
You can. Can I help you?
I need keys for Cessnas. There we go. Nice, simple start. In real life, when you're flying, you've got your life in your hands. So it's very, very important, obviously, to have the appropriate licensing, the appropriate training, including safety training, etc., etc. Whereas, when you're at home in your flight simulator, there's no risk at all. Okay, she wouldn't even shake my hand at this point. It was going very, very badly, and I had probably made a fool of myself. But then it dawned on me, the 4 magic words: I have a jet.
How long will you fly with this ship?
We'll go around Wicklow a little bit.
Oh no, but when we will change the plane? You know, for the private jet, what you told me, champagne.
Oh yeah, I lied.
Hello everybody, and today is a very, very special video. We're going to announce the winners of the shout-out competition. This next channel is called Reaction Review, and I've got to say, for an X-Plane channel, this guy is putting in a lot of work. Alright, I'm going to hit subscribe on his channel, and you should as well.
Now I've stood up again. I'm way too high, and I've got to do the whole shot all over again, which is fucking fantastic. Recording, sound. No! Where's rain? Where is King Rain gone? Bugger! If this doesn't stop now, I'll have to do this take all over again, and I won't be happy. I'll not be happy. Please stop. Please don't make me do this all over again. It's late at night. Please stop. Driving it in a bit. Hold on, hold it up. Oh, right, that one up. And now I have to do the whole shot all over again.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. Floaty, floaty landing. That was not a floaty, floaty landing. And I'm way off the runway and I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Just fantastic. That's just brilliant, that is. Okay, I can't seem to fly this at all. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I've bust the gene in it. Okay, I don't feel very comfortable looking at this at all. I think we need something that can handle the force, the G-forces that are applied.
I sense much fear in you.
Oh God, he's back. I shouldn't have said force.
How embarrassing.
You know, the aircraft kept coming apart because it couldn't take the G-force. You won't be laughing when I get this down without the force, Yoda.
You are reckless.
Maybe, but look what I'm going to fly. Well, I'm too heavy. I need to drop those fuel tanks. R2, see what you can do back there. Okay, looks like I can just about keep it. Oh.
Use the force.
Oh God, Obi-Wan is here as well. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, bloody yep. Stay on target. Stay on target. So of course now I'm doing floaty floaty. This is just not going to do. Okay, you're going to have to take the flaps up and drop the lift. Oh! Okay, 140 knots. Hopefully I'll stop by the end of the runway, but I'm not too sure. Now, that seems to have done it. So Yoda, what do you think?
See through you, we can.
That may be so, but the FA-18 has a much higher G-force tolerance.
How can this be?
It's G-force, Yoda. It's nothing to do with your forces.
Dangerous and disturbing, this must be.
Let's be quick about this. There's the dark side of the force, your side of the force, and G-force.
No.
We would also have a G-force, but nobody can find it. Time for murder, death, kill. The bombs will actually drop. I've highlighted it for you. Oh, it's Sam. How dare he interrupt my tutorial? Bombs away.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Niederträchtiger, treuloser Fels! Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie werden ersaufen in ihrem eigenen Blut!
Yes, I don't like trains particularly. I don't like them. I just don't like trains. Must be something to do with this freak. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh no, I didn't get the train itself. Cheeky bastard. If it's the last thing I do... Oh, brilliant, now my engine's dead. Okay, I'm going to do a kamikaze. I'm going to shoot the big Jesus out of him, and I'm going to ram him. I'm going to take the two of us out at the same time.
You're going down, you bastard! Yes, I'm gonna get you now.
This is just humiliating. There we go. Chop it all the power. Chop it all the power. Bollocks. Okay, it looks like we're going to make it. Power off. It's going to bounce really hard. Oh, bit of a bounce. Bit of a bounce. Now it's not over yet. I've got to steer the aircraft and then reverse thrust. I'm using asymmetrical thrust again to steer it. Don't go off the runway. I can't use reverses until I have it straight. Right, reverse. Oh! That's what that looks like. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh yeah, now I've had power and it's crashed. Brilliant. Now I have to do the whole thing all over again. Fantastic. Reverse thrust on. Yeah, brilliant. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I don't believe it. Why won't this work? Oh, it's gonna be a hard one. Now I have to do it all over again. Set all the cameras, and yeah, this is just fabulous. Okay, that's okay. Now, let it roll out. No, Yoda, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so busy looking outside and ignore the instruments.
Still looking to the horizon.
I know, Yoda. All my attention was diverted to making a video.
Heeded my words not, did
I
you?
used reverse thrust with the props out of sync. I
The
failed.
greatest teacher failure is.
Oh, you're just peddling easy answers.
Pass on what you have learned.
I've done it! Success! Hooray! Bit of a bouncy there, but everything's fine. I've organised, it's all good. Okay, brakey. Oh, not too much braking. I have it all under control. Nothing bad's going to happen. Everything's fine. Bugger! This brings new meaning to ski slopes. Let's go. I'm pretty sure everyone's dead anyway. The aircraft's heavier on the ground. So. Okay. Let's just get it started up really quickly, shall we? Let's just move on. By some miraculous miracle, I seem to have survived my egotistical madness. My legs badly damaged as I neglected to read and understand Section 5 of the Cessna Operating Handbook, page 5-1, labeled Performance. Perhaps I could crawl. What? Oh, you again, please. Oh no! Is that you, Gentle Ben? Oh, thank God, Gentle Ben. Greetings, it's Monday. It's Monday and I'm on. And you're all very welcome to this Monday stream. Random stream once again. Not scheduled, but I'm going to keep doing this for the next week or so until I come up with some sort of a schedule. You know, things are crazy. Now, I'm running the Airbus, as you all know. And this time, the last time, I did a lovely approach into, where was it? It was, anyway, I did a lovely approach and then I was chatting and looking at the window and I didn't hit the approach button. So I had to land it manually. Disgraceful. I hope you can all hear me. A lot of you diehards are straight on, which is great. We have with us, what the deuce? We have with us, among everybody else, we have lots of moderators with us today. We've got Deep Future, we've got Jacob K Live, we've got Tam Alien. Tam Alien, greetings. Tam Alien says, I love your Airbus streams. I think I'm going to join you. Do, Tam Alien. Do. We're on the North European server, okay? and I've done a little bit of a flight plan. And we're starting in Glasgow on the North European server. Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. And we're going to go to Paderborn, Leibstadt. Is that how pronounced? Leibstadt? Paderborn. So that's where we're going to go. So do join us. I don't know what I'm doing either. The bare bones, really. So we might learn something new. I'm hoping, I don't know, we'll see what help we get. We'll see, Tam, we'll see. JebK Live is on. JebK Live is set as well. And the future as well. Matty is on. Matty B 1971. I'm just reading to the comments. And at the very end, good evening from Jersey, says Randy Drock. I think it is Randy Drock. And on the YouTube side of things, we have on the comments, we have Renew Reviews. Very clever. Renew Reviews. Interesting. Dale Hoover as well is in the comments. And all of you who are watching on YouTube and Twitch. Yes. So now, I didn't, the way thing at Microsoft is, okay, I just put a flight plan into Microsoft and it puts it into your flight management computer on the Airbus or whatever plane you're flying, whatever aircraft you're flying, which is great. I could put it in manually and bore the hell out of you, but not just yet, right? I think that'll bore the hell out of everybody. But I won't bore you with that. But I was talking to a pilot. I won't speak about what airline it is. And they flew the Airbus, and they said, well, do you have to program the whole thing in, you get a sheet. I'll get this organized again. You get a sheet, flight plan, you type it in, the FMS, blah, blah, blah. It says, no, Gripperson, we don't. They just put it in for us. And we just check it, though, but they just put everything in for us. Operations put everything, so they just kick off. Easy. And I said, it must be more difficult than that. He goes, no, actually, it's really easy. Yes. We'll see. We will see. Now, so let's start up. I'm just letting... Let's see. Oh, there's Fiji Burn. Orpheus is with us as well. Just popped on, he said. Can't stop tonight, though. Was just flying at EINC. Oh, great. I have to go down there as well at some point. Great. Okay, so Baker Fly Sim is on as well. Solar Hawk was on as well. So there's quite a few of you. So let's hit the magic fly button and see if I've done this right. And kick off. I'm using... It's a simplified checklist. It's the Airbus checklist for use by the fly-by-wire, the Neo. Right, so it's good for one person. There's a lot more checks than that in the reality. I know that much. Little knowledge is dangerous. So whilst it loads, we'll kick off and start the engine, shall we? Is there anyone else here that's new? Let us know that hasn't got a clue about the Airbus. Let me know in the chat. And happy days. Dale Hoover, as I said, is with us as well. He's saying back behind the yoke after recovering from big surgery. Oh, Dale, I hope your surgery went well. Yeah, scary bears. The old anaesthetic can be quite scary. I remember the last time I had an anaesthetic and I said to him, do you know, I'd rather not know when you're going to put the needle in, and I was gone. He just went, oh, right, yeah, okay, bam. Shh. Yes, surgery is not nice. Well, it is good because, imagine living in the 1800s or the 1500s. Okay, let's get on with the flying here. Wait for me, Renew Reviews say. Well, don't worry, Renew, I'm going to be a while starting up the engines. What's my destination? My destination is, it should be in the actual title of the video, Paderborn, which is Echo Delta Lima Papa. Echo Delta Lima Papa, and the moderators will fill you in as well. I guess you can do a flight plan on SimBrief and then have it automatically load into the new A4330. Yes, I do. Thank you. I haven't done that yet, though. Right, let's pop in this Gripper Sim livery, Airbus. If you want to join us and if you want to use Gripper Sim livery, it's like a training livery. The Gripper Sim training livery. Very well done. For that person who made that livery, I said I'd send them a mug. I haven't done it yet. I'm waiting to get my own mugs in so I can post them out because it's just crazy. It's tricky to get them. Everything's stopped here. But I get it. Fly like you stole it. It's all very nice. You can get this. Oh, bad camera work. You can get it on flightsim.to. Good percent my candy go, as it says. So yes, the Airbus livery, all very nice. I'm pretty sure you'll be seeing lots of that on the way. So I think what we'll have to do is we get pushed back. It doesn't give us a stand and number there though, because this is not. It's not a fancy scenery. Does it have the stand number on the ground somewhere? No, it does not. So let's get in the cockpit, shall we? Oh, it's Jacob. Yes, he said it was a real blast to create. Jacob, I've forgotten temporarily. I have to be honest with you. I said, who mentioned his name? It was Jacob. Because I have a note here. You can't see it on the board. I have a board here and I have your details on it to send the mug off to. And I'm waiting for those. I want to make the mugs myself. It's easily done, but just to get around to it. And I'm going to post it out to you then. So my apologies for the delay. I think I told you there'd be a little bit of a delay. So, folks. Yeah, that was Jacob K. Lives. Because everyone's got so many different names and different things. I'm a little bit confused. Now, and I'm looking over to the right, those of you who just joined and haven't seen the show before. I'm reading the comments. That's why I'm looking over there and other stuff. Right. Okay. So, I'm going to concentrate a little bit. Can you all hear the sound? And can you all hear the audio of the aircraft itself? I think you can. We're on the North European server, Solarhawk. Always the North European server. Right, so I go to the checklist and look at the comments the best I can. Renew review says, is gate 22 free? I don't know what gate I'm on, actually. You'll see. You'll see when you go in. We're not being very strict here because I'm kind of learning myself. Now, parking brake. Yes, of course, it's a simulator. Parking brake is here. If you're just curious, those of you who are new, I've got to keep that going. Parking brake, wipers off. Yeah, we all want to know where the wipers are. The wipers are up here. There's the wipers there. They're off. Spoilers retracted. Spoilers are down here and they are retracted. Engine masters are off. The engine masters are... Oh, here, look, they're not off. My thrust master... Oh, I see what's happened here, folks. This is very annoying. The only thing that annoys me a little bit about Microsoft is that in X-Plane, you would configure your controls for specific aircraft. And every time you jumped into the airplane, it had the right controls. But Microsoft, you could come here, control options, and come in here. So what I've done is, I have disabled some. You got to make sure that, because I've got two throttle quadrants here and two joysticks, so it gets confused. So mouse is fine, keyboard's fine, controller's fine. The hottest warthog, see, I've got it disabled there. So I've got a disabled profile. Crosswind 2, I'm using that, of course. Now here's the TCA, the Thrustmaster Airbus. So that is disabled now, right? So I'm going to make sure it's default. The throttle Warthog, no, I don't want that. I want that disabled. Oh, wrong one. Very fiddly. No, not for the Eurofighter. Disabled, see? And that should work. Resume. Now let me just test the throttles. So now the okay, the Warthog isn't doing anything. And there we go. Reversed. Good. The detents. Good. 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 And the engine buttons. Okay. For some reason, no. That. Yeah, the engine starter buttons aren't working. I noticed that the last time. You know, very. I don't know why it does that. Anybody know why in the comments? No. So that's very annoying, and that just happened after the last update. Yeah. So that should be off. Okay. Off. Very annoying. Right. Okay, so those are the two engine masters. Let me just check my control column. Because that I actually physically have to test them. Because I got so much stuff going on here, and the other one is not working. Great, happy days. Engine mode selector is to normal, which is down here. That is it there. That's set to normal. Thrust levers are idle. We just did that. Flaps are retracted. No, they're not. And they won't start coming up until I start power. And the spoiler should be up as well. Interesting. Not armed, but up. Anti-skid on. Now, the anti-skid, I forgot last time. I couldn't find it. And there it is there. Anti-skid is here. And that should be on, which is landing gear down and check. Landing gears down and checked. Happy days. There's the gear there. Fuel quantity check. Yeah, you know, let's get the old truck out. I'll just start up the aircraft first before I go on the radio. That makes sense. Okay, let's say we have fuel. Yes. When I get to know the Airbus quite well, I'll start playing with the fuel, because you can't exactly do a forced landing in this one. Bakerfly says that he thinks the engine buttons have had a problem since the beginning. Well, they worked for me initially. I was very pleased with it. No, I'm not impressed. External power. Can we get the truck out? You see, I'd like to be able to get the truck out, but we can use the iPad on the fly-by-wire, which is great. I'm just going to do it a little bit realistically. Oh, there's a bing, 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 bing. That bioenergy has followed. I know it hasn't displayed. I don't know why it does that. But that bioenergy, welcome. And I'm delighted you followed. I'm delighted you're interested in the crazy madness here. As someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. I will. Wait till you see. I'm telling you. Here's some if you can. I'll do that another day. Let us get any changes here. No. So let's get the old. Can we ask for the fuel to come out? We'll get the fuel guy out and we'll get external power out. And they drive up all very nicely. There's the fuel truck here. Happy days. And can we get the stairs out as well? Oh, who's that? Oh! Tiberius is with us. Look, Tiberius there. Look at this is gas. Look, there's all the boys. They're all at the gates. Everyone's just working away, flying away, doing their thing. I don't know if they're with us or not. Dat Bioenergy says, can I join the flight? Yes, you can. We're on the North European server in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right? North European server. And we're starting up in Glasgow. And Glasgow is Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. I'll just type it in the chat here for you guys. We are at... Everyone's welcome to join. We're going to Paderborn, Echo Delta Lima Papa. So do join. It's the North European server. You'll see Gripper Sim on the... You should be able to see me. If you don't see me, let me know. Great. Now. What is at the gate? It's gas. Who's to know? Now, where was I? External power is connected. Let's get the passengers on. Can we get the passengers? Oh, packs. What does that do? Does it bring up the stairs? Does it connect the gate? Well, let's try the gate shortly. Anyway, we've got external power. That's the important thing. Now, let's get the power sorted out. I'm following the checklist, you know, because I'm new. External power. Boom. External power is on. Strobe lights auto. Strobe lights are here. We don't want them on going on the we don't want them on the ramp because they blind people. ADIRS. This is the we want to align the IRSs. IRSs are fantastic. They work by movement and acceleration. It's bizarre, and that technology's been around since I think it was World War II, the end of World War II. Incredible. Oh, fuel truck has arrived. The fuel truck has arrived. I leave it like that, shall I? I leave it like that because I don't know. I want to see if anyone knows how to manage the fuel. I can see you in Glasgow, says Tam Alien. Brilliant. Okay, this sounds good. Great. Thank you, Dash Ball Energy. Thank you very much. Oh, this is great. Now, so that's going to take a while. I think I set it to instant. No, it's going to take a little bit. Lightage. I have my finger firmly on where I left off with the checklist because you don't want to, you don't want to skip something because that happens. That's common. telling you, it's coming. So brighten up the old boys there. I want the console floor bright. I like lots of lights. Lighty boos for this guy here as well. The ecam display, lower display up as well. We'll also get the first, the right hand seat a bit brightened up. You never know if we needed it. Come on. Oh, that's the loudspeaker. Okay, that's all the lightage. I put some lightages on down here as well. Where are the other lights? Here they are. Just for the pedestal. Now I want to check if I'm in live weather, because that would be a bit more interesting, I would say, if I have live weather. Live weather is now live, and the time is live as well. Oh, it's getting quite dull here. In is that dull in Glasgow? Okay. Is it really that dull? I'm looking outside here and it's bright, but Glasgow is further north. I don't know. You can enter the fuel in the flight pad. I can, T-Feature. Thank you. Let's see how that's done. Fuel. Where do I do that? I saw that somewhere. Seeing as I'm going to concentrate on fuel this time. That's what it looks like for me, says Tom Alien. Okay. I haven't done sim brief yet. Can I enter fuel here? I remember I saw it somewhere. Have I? That's the settings. Okay, I don't really know where to go, but I'll find out. I'll have to find a way to manage all the, the weights, etc., etc., and all that kind of stuff. That'll have to be organised. Okay, so that's great. APU and fire engine tests, I'm going to skip those because it's a flight simulator and we all know they're going to work. Instruments and displays, brightness are set. Seatbelt sign is on. A no smoking sign for the smokers on board, which are not allowed anymore. And I can't see a thing. So I've missed a light somewhere. Where's the lights for the upper deck here? There they are. Thank you. We want no smoking. Where is it? Where is it? See, you want to be able to put your eyes straight on it, don't you? Yeah, there you go. No, I don't want to switch it off again. I want to have it on. I leave that in auto. Seatbelt signs on. Okay, great. Emergency exit signs, arm. Yeah, they're over here. That's these here. So you just can't see it. Annunciator lights test. There is an annunciator light, and that's here. Hold that down and you just check all the lights to see that they're working. There we go. And MCD setup. So let's have a look at our flight plan. The tricky bit. Okay. You see, it does take a while. You can't just hop in and fly, can you? So, Navigraph, please show yourself to our esteemed viewers. This is the approach plate for Paderborn Leipzig. I'm aiming for a 1.06. I don't care about the winds yet, we can change it. I'm aiming for 1.06 in the ILS. And then let's have a read here. Good. The localizer is 111.5 and the approach course is 055 degrees. Anything else? Decision altitude. Decision height is 899, so let's say 900. Airfield, hang on. Airfield elevation. Airport elevation is 700 feet there, 699 feet. So how can that be? Above the ground. Is that radio? Damn it, I can't remember. Okay, great. So I just want to get for the moment the ILS. Great. I'm looking at the comments. Looks like you don't have the FBW version that allows fuel management on the flight path. Probably been an update. Great. I'll have to get into SimBrief as well, folks. I think that'll be my next day's work. I just thought I'd hop in tonight and just get fluent with what I know and advance on that. So, I have no real list for this, but I'm just going to go, It says here into page 1. Right. Go on. Okay, CATS index, we'll just say we want to go fast, so I'm going to put 100. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think it's actually active. Oh, we have to go 99. No, not 99. 99. Cruise, we'll go 32,000 feet, just for argument's sake. It'll put in the temperature automatically. There we go, minus 48 degrees. Okay, fine. Ground temperature. Oh, I don't know, it's about 19 degrees. But it'll find that automatically. A lot of stuff in here I don't know yet. You know? What's it? I'm kind of going by memory here. There's the flight plan. Flight time is 1 hour 24 minutes. I could skip down to this way. It looks okay. I'll go up to the top here. Happy days. Great. I want to look at RadNav as well. RadNav. Now, here we go. This is the important one. The ILS frequency is, as I said, 111.5. 111. No. 111.5. Boom. I don't know what this other box is for. If anybody knows what this one is for, is that the runway number? Do you know LS for the ILS? Let me just have a look at the old chats there. Okay, I'll keep an eye at the chat. The course, as I said, is 055, so 055 in here, and that will go in here. No, sorry, and the top one. No, we're not using that. We're not using that. Okay, great. Init page 2. I thought I was already on. Get to the next page. Is there page 2 to the init? And performance. Oh yeah, I have to calculate all the V speeds, which means I need all the weights, etc., etc. So I need to get SimBrief to print out all this stuff out. You know, I think that, so I'm not going to waste time out here. I'll say V1 is 120. That's roughly kind of right, yeah. We'll say 125 for rotate. Of course, that all depends on our weights. 129 for V2, the safety takeoff safety speed. Press arrow to get to page 2 of init. Thank you very much, Tom Alien. So we go to init, left arrow. That's weird, isn't it? Why isn't it? Anyway, 0 fuel weight again. Oh, it has it there automatically. Very nice. Fuel planning from block. Okay, great, great, great. Again, more. I need to study up in this stuff here a little bit more. I got to know quite well. I remember on the 737 perform. I think that's pretty much the bones of what you need to do. Okay. Thank you very much, Tom Alien. So that's the bare bones, and we'll figure out the rest on the way. Okay. So pred wind shear. I don't know what that is. Prediction wind shear. Now that is something I don't know. You know, because wind shear gives you warning of the wind shear. It just says on, and I don't know where that is. Does anyone know where that is? For the wind shear? Down here? Or it's down under the radio stack. Okay, so it's going to be here somewhere. VR and V2, just like the field was filled in for you by checking the button beside each entry. Oh, you just click the button. Okay, thank you. Tom, you are an Airbus genius. Left of the spoiler. Left of the spoiler. There's a spoiler here. So it's in here. Oh, is that it? Gain. Okay, this is another subject. PAWS. PAWS. Must be very frustrating watching this. There it is. Ah, it's very subtle. That little button there. Okay, there we go. It's off and onto auto. Okay, this whole box here is a big subject. So I'm going to have to look up lots of little things. So that's, at least I know now where that is. I won't forget that, you see. Which is great. Thank you very much. That was from Deep Future. We all held Deep Future. Cockpit doors closed and locked. Pressure, biometric pressure. The Q and H. I could look it up, but all I've got to do is hit B. And let's see if it's actually accurate. Now, first of all, it says Q and H here, and I'm in Europe here, so that is in inches in mercury. But what you can do is you can come up here. Oh, that's very dull there. Let's brighten that up. Let's brighten this cockpit up, folks, like a Christmas tree. So I don't want hectopascals. Now, I'm always fiddling with this button. I don't want inches of mercury. So I have to fiddle with it a little bit. Oh God. Yeah, but I don't want. I think you have to push this. There we go. Right. 1021. Let's check that. Right. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at Aero Weather here. Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. The QNH in Glasgow at the moment is, in the real world, 1021, ladies and gentlemen. So it's accurate. Impressive. Impressive. That's a Star Wars code from somebody. VOR ADF, we're not using that, but we might plug them in the way if I have time. FCDU altitude. Yes, I did that, didn't I? Speed done, heading done. Oh yeah, let's get the old heading sorted out here for the autopilot. Now I don't know if that matters. This is a procedural thing depending on your airline, and I imagine. So I'm going to leave it as is. IRS alignment is complete. EFIS, that's fine. Flight director's both on. Flight director on and on. Happy days. Startup preparation. APU master. Now, you'll see here, you won't see it, but here it'll automatically, when I switch on the APU, all the information about the N1 etc. will come on there. So APU master, that's on. You see this APU there. So the master's on. Let's kick off the APU and start. Now, is there anything I haven't done? Tom Ellion is laughing. He's saying the PWS is the only thing that works on that little panel. I'm not getting any response from the APU, and my brain's telling me I've missed something. I have missed. It's like a little guessing game. A fuel pump. It's got to be fuel pump. And I didn't see it in the checklist. Maybe I skipped it. Fuel switch is on. So here are the fuel pumps here. And the fuel pump for the APU is off. Right, so how did I miss that? Well, at least I know what was wrong with it. Now that's on. Right. And I think we may have to start up the APU again. I'm guessing. Is it kicking off? No. So, interesting. Start it again, turn the batteries on. Well, the batteries are on. Oh, did I miss the batteries? Oh dear. Yeah, batteries 1 and 2 are off. Oh, they're off. What? I switched them on. That's the first thing I did. Maybe I didn't. Wow. Let's see how I missed that in the checklist. Battery 1 and 2. Yeah, I thought... There's no excuses. Because you need the batteries for the pumps to run, don't you? I'm going to put all the pumps on for all the engines now anyway. Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Airbus is a white... Airbus is a white light off system deep feature. So if the white light is off, it's on. Why can't I just have a green? Anyway. No. Okay, so we're going to have to do the APU again. I think I did that last time. Start again. No, I think I have to turn off the master. Oh, the last 2 times I did this. So you got to be really good with the old, you know, APU master on. And start. Now that looks better. The on button is on. There we get N power. Let's have a look outside and listen. I don't know how I didn't switch on the batteries. How did I get away with that? Oh, what the deuce? I'm being invaded. I'm being invaded by somebody. Where are the tags? MF Salas. It's probably waiting for me to leave the gate. So I can't hear the APU starting up with... Yeah, there, you can hear it now. There goes the APU. Happy days. Busy here in Glasgow. Look at all this. Look at all these people. Yes, many people. Wow, it's so dull in Glasgow. That is quite fascinating. Okay, great. Let's not worry about the APU. Let's not go on about it anymore. The mistake I made was I didn't have the batteries on. And I didn't have the fuel pump on either. And that's what the problem was there. Good. Okay. Where was I now? APU master started. Crew oxygen supply. Fuel pumps I just put on already. Air conditioning, won't worry about that because the simulator. Navigation lights on. Navigator gates. Navigation. One day I'll just know. That's nav. They're good stuff. Once APU available, APU bleed on. Yes, this is true. APU bleed, which is... APU bleed. Where's the APU pump one? Where's the bleed for the APU? I need the bleed to start the engines. That's the ram air. So why can't I push my eyes on the bleed? Pump on. Where's the APU bleed, folks? It's different at night time. There it is. I found it myself. And I saw the comments. Steve Future says second switch up from the APU. And I was delighted I found myself. So APU bleed is on. Success. External power off. We can switch off external power, which is here. Tell the truck to go away and thank them very much. And give them a polo mint or something for their time. Where's the old groundage here? Thank you, fuel. Oh, I'm calling him now, am I? Am I calling him or sending him away? Oh no, that's fuel. I had him. External power go away. Thank you very much. Passengers are on, let's assume. And exit power, great. Now start up. Let's get the old... I'll start. You see, the tug is awkward. Okay. Oh, now here comes the gate. Yeah, I see what I've done there. So the pack's here. Now I'm sending it away. They jumped on pretty quickly. There's only one of them left. So yeah, I didn't know it was on or off. So on is grey. Great. That's really cool. Now I know when I do that when I land, if I find the gate when we get to the other side, which is the hardest part of the flight. APF answers, okay, fine. Now we want to start the engines. Beacon light should be on to start the engines. Beacon light is on the checklist. Very nice. That is... God, where is he? There you go. There's the beacon light. Good. Let's just push back a bit and then I'll try. Let's just push back first. Go tug. Calling the tug. There's the tug. Let's get the brakes off. So we can actually push us back. And I want to go back now. Where do I, oh yeah, which way am I going to go? Yeah, how do they do this? How do they know which way? So I want to go back and to the left. I said I'm taking off runway 23 in Glasgow. I got to cheat. These little details, you know. These little details. I don't have a little fancy map and I can't see the numbers on the road. I'm just confirming. Any way that does it for you. There's 23, fine, I know where to go. I know where to go. So what we're going to do, just to review those of you who are possibly new just like me. Where am I? Oh, there are Future's with us as well. Great, she's going to follow along. So I'm going to come out. Yeah, okay, I've got it. I have got it. Back, please, Mr. Tugman. I wonder what a tug driver gets paid. I wonder, is that their only duty as well? Just to drive the tug? This will remain a mystery. You know, is it, you know, you don't want to make a mess of that. You know, being a truck driver, because you're going to crash into something like that aircraft that was behind me. And he probably, you know, he's gone now. Now, typically you'd be starting the engines up now, but, you know, when you do two things at once, you always make a mess of it. I'm only one pilot. Now I'll start to turn a little bit. What's this way, is it? There we go. There we go. I wonder, are they with us, these guys over here? Because they're all waiting. They're waiting for someone. Because a lot of new people on now, because it's not the normal Sunday crew. You see? And thank you to the tug. Thank you, tug. You are great. Here, have a Foxius Glacier Mint for your help. Is he going to go? Oh, there's someone else as well. I can't see very much, folks. Oh, oh. Oh, the tug is still there. The tug is still there. Why isn't the tug gone? Am I on to press the button properly? But runway 23 is... I got a taxi up this way for runway 23 now. That's just someone... that was Tammy says no one needs to point to the left of that. So I got a taxi up this way. Okay, all the way to the end here. I'm going to wait. And this is runway 23. No? The active runway. So I've got a bit of taxiing to do. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm on the right taxiway. I think, yes? Anyway, I'm going to go down this taxiway. I think the tug has a bug. I think it's gone. Right, okay, brakes are off now. Anyway, put my pen away. And I'll do the autopilot on the way. Let's start the engines. Right, okay, first of all, we want the mode selector onto engine start, which is here. We want to start, hopefully the buttons will work. Engine, I think it's engine 2, they start first. There we go. Let's have a look at the old... there we go, it's starting up. I could try the ATC to get rid of the tug. Yeah, okay, I'll try that too, feature. I'll try that now. Okay, the engine's starting. Great sounds. Really great sounds. ATC. ATC is here. Tune to ATC ground. Ground services. Yeah, there you go. Nice one, deep future. That'll send him away. I'm not going to bother with the radio too much because, you know, I want to just get... I'm going to fly the thing first. Let's get that. That's good. That's good. That's good. We should start the chrono as well. That's going to be on the checklist. The chrono button is here. Chrono has started. And there's the time there. Great. And that should be on the checklist as well. Engines. No, that's just the first thing. And let's put on engine 2. It's here. My other button working? No, it's not. What a pity. I spent a lot of money in that controller. Don't tell me you're not going to go on now. Go on. This is not going to be good if this is the case. Come on. That is very annoying. Anyone any ideas? There we go. I had to switch it off on the actual physical control to switch it on. Yep. Yep. Those sounds are just like when you're a passenger in the real thing. It's incredible. So I'm going to taxi up this way. I presume that's the taxiway. Follow the green lights. Engines are starting up. The beacon is on. You can see it flashing on the belly there. And we're all clear to go. And I got a taxi up this way. So, happy days. So that is not the heart. Oh, there's Angry Aaron. Welcome, Angry Aaron. Angry Aaron is flying some single engine. So look at that. It's just so busy. Look at all the peeps. Look at the lights of the city. It's just incredible. And there's a bit of traffic down there. Look at the traffic. Now, I haven't flown this at night time yet. This is the first one, I think. There's the boys taking off. There's some peeps taking off. There's Steve M. And there's FS Salis. This is great. Taxi light. Yes, you're absolutely right. Taxi light should be on. Let's reset my camera here. Go on. Great. Taxi lights next. Thank you for egging me along there. I was just a bit chitty-chattery there. APU bleed now. Oh, no, don't miss any checks. Engine mode selector. Right, we've started both engines. Have we? Confirm it. Yes, they're both good. Normal mode. Come on. Oh God, here we go. There we go. Normal mode. APU bleed off. This would be much quicker if I could actually add all the buttons. You never know. APU bleed off, which is here. APU master off. Great. 4 taxi transponder set. We'll say it's 7,000. Oh, well, that's not the transponder. Is the TCAS working yet on this? I can't recall. That's set. TCAS working? APU off. Okay, you're telling me there new ROS views and HGF is telling me. RC is on. Hey, how are you? Dale Hoover is following us as well. Happy days. Great. Taxi light. Yes, sorry, the taxi light. Probe and window heat. That's what probe and window heat. The window heat is kind of an important one. Window heat, window heat, window heat, window heat. It's in the icing section. There we go. Probe window heat is on. Spoilers are set to armed. That's for ejector takeoff, I would presume. That is armed. It's very hard to see in here. I need a white light. Spoilers armed. Flaps required. As required. One flaps one. Anti-ice as required. I'll leave that for the minute. We'll see what happens as we go. Auto brake set. So auto brake, if you've got a reject to take off, I'll put it on max, of course. I guess it's on max. Nose light on. Nose light. So many lights. There's a nose light. Nose light is on to taxi. Runway light on. Runway turn off light, I guess that is. Parking brake off and weather radar on. Now the weather radar, I don't think it's on. I don't think it's actually. I can see the terrain radar here, but I don't know if there's a weather radar implemented on it yet or not. Davo's with us. G'day, Davo. Angry Aaron, his game's just crashed. What a bummer. Chrono's already started. Take off config button to press. I did that maybe too early on. Take off config. I don't know. Where's the indication? What does that do? I have to learn for that. I gotta learn that. I don't know. I'll have to see about that. So much to learn. Take off memo. Check green. Okay, so this is all this stuff, is it? Oh, here. Auto brake max signs on. Cabin check. Flaps take off. Oh, is that where that indicates there if the kind of take off config? Okay, I don't know. Nose light take off. More lights, folks. Nose light take off. Well, that's before takeoff. I'm skipping the checklist, folks. Okay, leave that where it was. Okay, all we need to do now is taxi at last. And that was just too long. You know, that just went on for ages. I think the brakes are off. No, they're not. There we go. Is there an overhead light so I can brighten this place up for you guys? Let's get on to the center line here. So there's gonna be a lot of crazy madness. I'm gonna try and do this close as well as I can with my limited knowledge of the Airbus. Now I need to learn more things. So we're going to talk about the fuel system on the way. I'm going to see if anybody knows about the fuel system. So I can pass it on. Anything I've forgotten, anybody? Anybody think I've forgotten anything? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Stopping for some reason. D-Feature says the weather radar is a switch across from the PWS. Which is down here. Control L will give you... Is it Control line? Alt L? There we go. Alt L is like a light in your head. So I'm going to use that just for the moment. Because I can't see a thing. So the weather radar is a switch across from the PWS, which is here. Turbulent mode. So where is it displaying though? We'll fly with that in the way. Remind me to play with that in the way. Sys to one left. I don't know what that means. Sys. So if you just weather radar is a switch across, I'm guessing this one. Am I on the right? Oh, this one. Onto 1. Oh, really? That's it. Okay, and then what's this guy for? I'll have to look this up. I think that looks... Where's the pointer? Is that the pointer here? Or is there this little arrow bit? So now is that off? You see? Is that off or on? Or is it on TX plus T? Or is it off? See they got a little pointy thing there? So there's a little dot here. So I'm guessing that this is actually correct. Johnny F73 can't join us. He's going out to the pub, which isn't a bad thing. Just can't join. Damn it. Do you know what, Johnny F? If you join another server... Oh, there's the weather radar. Johnny F... Well, that's happened to me. If you join another server... Got a taxi on now. If you join another server and then come back to the North European server, that worked for me once or twice. Can we all help Johnny F? He's getting very annoyed, I'd say. Bah humbug, he says. Which is shocking. Renew reviews, thank you very much. We sorted that out. So to recap, the weather radar is just that little button, which is sys to 1 and then turbulence mode and all that kind of stuff. Don't worry about that. So and there's the weather radar there. I presume the green. Happy days. That's one thing. That's another thing I've learned. Great. Look at them all waiting. They're all queuing. They're all queuing up like experts that they are. We are taxiing, folks. We're going to Paderborn, we hope. I haven't checked the weather. Nope. I've not checked the weather. Where's runway 27? No, we're going to runway 23. So, great. If I hit the C button here, I can control the taxi from the inside, which is great. Happy days. There's Icarus. Icarus is in the Tomcat. Welcome, Icarus. Welcome. I didn't think anyone would be on. Now I'm going to do this the right way because it's a CG or a C or J ahead of me. Okay, and I'm not going to ghost into them. You know. Oh! Don't do that, Gripper Sim. Oh no, we can't do both. We disappeared. Oh no, you stay where you are. Don't disappear my account. I'll get to see again. Wrong control. I was on the hottest. Go on. Go on. Go on. There you go. Where's everyone got? People are appearing and disappearing. So it looks like there's no queue at all. D-Feature says cockpit lighting drone is the switch above the smoking light to the right. Oh, the dome light, of course. The dome light. Cockpit lighting. Dome light is the switch above the no smoking light. That's it. Overhead. Is that it? There it is. Thank you, Deep Future. Once again, Deep Future has come to the rescue. Maybe one day I'll be as good as Deep Future and the boys. But I've learned the weather radar. Right, that's on. The dome light. What else have we figured out, folks? Of course, they'd have this off for the real world, wouldn't they? I know they would, because I did night flying myself on the little single-engined aircraft. Because it wrecks your night flying. But still, you want to see the lovely cockpit. So great. I'm going to taxi right up, and I'm going to stop and do the before takeoff checks. DP, Davos says DP lives in the Airbus. Well, I'm delighted he lives in the Airbus because, you know, he can help the rest of us, and then he can teach me, and then I can hopefully... Is that to stop there? Is that before the runway there? Can we see anything? That's the... Okay, let's do our checks. Let's put the brake on. Now, they usually do this rolling because there's 2 people in the aircraft, and I can't taxi and do the checks at the same time, unfortunately. Before takeoff checks, nose light to take off. Nose light to take off. Nose light to take off. Come on, make it easy for me, please. Oh, it's on takeoff already. That's on taxi. Oh, come on. Is that really... Oh yeah, it was on takeoff already, sorry. It's very finicky sometimes, that's fine. Landing light. These are the landing lights. Now that's retract. They're both on now. TCAS is on, I put that on already, and transponder is already on. I'm not really worried about the transponder, but the transponder is here. Now, it's on when I have it in TRRA. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's my squawk code. Auto, I don't know what that is. I'll look at that later. That's another little detail I have to look into. Laugh! It is hilarious. Brakes off. And off we go. Not too much. I'm frightening passengers. Oh, a Baker fly there. I've got to wait for him. So there's a bit of a queue. Should I wait or just go on? I'll just go on, shall I? Okay, I think they're waiting for me. I don't know. Look at the lovely livery of the jet there. Look. Not the Eurofighter. Right. Oh, don't go too fast. There's Angry Iron on its takeoff. Look at the lights. It looks absolutely insane with the rain. And it's raining in Glasgow in the real world. I'm going to come to just light up here. Don't wait for me. I'll wait, Bakerfly. Don't worry. And just move a little bit ahead. Where is Bakerfly? I'll just come to halt here. Put the brake on. Where is Bakerfly? Bakerfly is one of our regulars, folks. Oh, he's behind. Great. Take your time. And now, before we go, I've got to run through what we're going to do after takeoff, okay? So, we're going to take off. I'm going to manually turn. I want to go to an altitude of 5,000 feet initially. And then I'm just going to activate the autopilot. So I'm going to turn around. I'll take a right turn. Let's say they told us to take a right turn. Let me just get the old... that's the director getting upset there. Let's get this onto nav here. Yeah, straight ahead. Right. Ooh, straight ahead. Straight ahead. Easy, no problem. Gravy. Are you ready, Bakerfly? Dat Bioenergy says that's me. Energy Mac, can you go on? Don't wait for me. Baker, are you okay? You ready to go? Already? Ready. Okay, folks. Brakes are off. This is where it gets all panicky. This is where everything happens very, very quickly. Flaps are set to... I thought I set those flaps to 1 already. Didn't I? Didn't you see me set the flaps to 1? Yeah? I did. I'm sure of it. Directors give me funny looks. Okay. Let's go. 40% I think you put on it. Not 50. 40 to stabilize the engines. Very sensitive. Oh, that's stable. There's Angry Iron ahead. And we're going full power. I did set the flaps, but they were telling me that I didn't. Flaps were down. Right, we're going 80 knots. Get on the center line, gripper sim. And we've got V1. And we've got rotate. Very gentle on the stick. Up to 15 degrees. Come on, come on. I always do that. It's very annoying. 15 degrees, come on. Pods brake gear up. Good, good, good. More than 15 degrees. Happy days. I'm on 15 degrees. Gears up. Flaps coming up. Flaps coming up. That's good. Now let's play with the autopilot. Now. Oh. Take it back. Now, this is where I mess up. Back to climb. But what altitude? Do you know what altitude you take it back to climb? Anyway, that's another day. So back to climb. On the detents. Climb speed is now set. And autopilot on. Autopilot on. Let's zoom in a little bit in my own thing here. So we're at climb speed. Autopilot appears to be all the throttles on. Full flight directors are on. I'm going to level off to 5,000 feet. Nav is active. Gears up, flaps are up. Is there anything else I got to do right now? After takeoff checks, brake. Takeoff, no, it's brake. Okay, it's coming back to 5,000 feet. Happy days. Takeoff, brakes, thrust lever. Yeah, okay, we all did that. That's all obvious. After takeoff, gears up. Yep. Flaps are up. Spoilers are disarm. If you're not doing anything, right? If you're not doing anything, you know there's something you forgot. Thrusters on climb. I got that this time. I got it. Autopilot API is on. Yeah, nose light off. Nose light coming off. Just check my speed. There we go. That's fine. Nose light off. I don't want to get too head up in the checks. Nose light is... Where's the nose light? Here. Gone. Gone. Nose lights off. Runway lights off. Runway. I think they're the runway turn off lights, are they? Looking at the comments here again. Scott Wilson, hiya. If Gripper, he says, if Gripper programs the FMC with the same accuracy as his YouTube video titles, then he's going to the moon. Well, maybe that was the 737. I got to know quite well, actually. Good effort for the first go, Swiss says. Thank you, Swiss. He also, crew supply should be on the overhead. Crew supply? Crew supply, you mean the oxygen? Ooh. Look, I spotted it straight away. I can breathe. Okay, that wasn't the checklist. It's a simplified checklist. I must get a proper checklist, actually. Barometric processor standard. That's after 10,000 feet, though, is it not? Yes, it is. I got it. Thank you, Swiss. I love the help that you're giving me, because I know there's people watching this, and they won't fly the Airbus because they're kind of intimidated. Do you know? It's actually not as hard as you think. As you can see, it's all happening. It's all happening. We're 5,000 feet. I wait till we get out of Glasgow. Or maybe we'll climb now. Let's climb. Let's presume ATC says climb to 15,000 feet. Right, so this works. All of this up here is the autopilot. Right, so I'm going to put my altitude. See the little twisty button there? Up to 15,000 feet. Right. And there's an up arrow and down arrow. Up arrow means let the computer look after the rate of climb, etc. Down arrow, which is here, is I want to control everything. So if I hit the up arrow here, bam, you'll see it changes to thrust to climb. Okay, and we should start climbing at the set rate. There we go. So now we're climbing up to 15,000 feet, which is indicated here. Standard Q and H. Oh, transition chute at 6,000 feet here. Thank you very much, and I got it just in time. Standard barrow, please. 1013 is now selected, so it's transition 6. Yeah, okay, I was thinking 10,000 feet. Thank you. It's transition altitude, and it's 6,000 feet in Glasgow. I think it's in Ireland as well most of the time. So happy days. So that is like 20 minutes after we started the clock there. So it took a while, but it's fun doing it. You know, it is fun doing it. Now, should I leave the power and climb? Yes, I should. Right, above 10,000 feet, landing lights off. We are now at 8. And then the anti-ice is required, and the seatbelt signs off. So everything's look. I can't see a thing. We're in cloud. We're in cloud. 1,000 feet to go. I don't like the red lining there. See that? Why is EGT so hot? Why is the engine gas temperature so hot? No, now it's not that I've mentioned it. Okay, 10,000 feet's coming up, so we want standard, which is on above 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. Boom, boom. Anti-ice is required. I'm going to leave the anti-ice off just to see what happens. Yeah, so I haven't left it. Safety belt signs. I leave them on and tell them, look, you can't get out of your seats. It's so tough. No, I'll switch them off. It's a sim. Bing bong. There's the lovely weather radar there. I haven't used the weather radar before. I wasn't too sure if it's implemented or not. So we're off at Dunmanhaffy, 255 or 50 odd knots. This is just great. This is absolutely fantastic. So you probably had toga thrust for too long. That's why it was hot. Okay, so from here I can set it back to, you know, when I'm still climbing, I guess the logic is I'm still climbing. But the auto throttle will take over, won't it? But yes, thank deep feature. That's why it's like set. I had to take off for too long. Take off power for too long. So I think you just leave it and climb. And the auto throttle takes over after that, doesn't it? So, happy days. What's it like outside? It's gloomy. Can't see a thing, folks. We're in the dark. Practically, we're in the dark. We're seriously in the dark. Can't see a thing. Except for people in the cockpit. Okay, now, we've got... Let's have a look at Navigraph here. Okay, let's have a look. Now, the last time... it's very dramatic with the clouds and light. It is. Right, when I put on a bit of daylight, guys, do you want a bit of daylight so you can see outside? Swiss says, with regards to the autopilot buttons here, what I was doing here with the altitude, right? Just to read it out. A rule of thumb, when you push, it's actually a push motion and a pull motion. Push and pull. So, when you push the MCP buttons away from you, you give control to the aircraft. That's when you push them away from you. When you pull the button towards you, you take control of the autopilot. Daylight would be good. Yeah, let's get some daylight because it's very atmospheric though for me flying it. Do you know? Time. Let's put a nice evening time, shall we, folks? There we go. At least you can see something. Bit of bumpiness going on, folks. Bit of bumpiness. Oh. I'm gonna go outside here. What I also love. Oh, look at that. Now you see that? The way the aircraft kind of goes out of view. That is something that is really cool. Because remember when Microsoft Flight Simulator first came out? It was just there, right? Look, it's like... I love it. It's quite bumpy. It's quite bumpy. You can see the aircraft kind of rolling. Look at all the people flying. Oh, there's Deep Feature ahead of me. There's Angry Oranges, Baker Fly, Solar Hawk, Energy Max. Are you guys flying along with me? Sunder Trope, World Pilot. I think these are all just people generally flying. Oh, there's the Saigon flight there. That's the producer. That's the producer buttons. So it is quite incredible, really. So let's have a look at the cruise checklist. So we're fat, dumb and happy. The auto throttle is active. Now I presume in the actual real thing the throttles physically move, but they don't in the sim. That's what I'm guessing. Because otherwise the speed would be through the roof. We're 290 knots. Ooh. Bit of sun, folks. It is bright. It's just dark in Glasgow. It's just... Wow. It's just clouds. It's just dull in Glasgow today, folks. It's like pitch black. Is there a storm over Glasgow? Deep Feature says no, they won't move. So, that's great. That is so stunning. Absolutely stunning. They use fixed detents, Swiss says. That's right. Now, I have the Thrustmaster for that reason. I got the Thrustmaster Airbus because it has the detents. So that looks stunning. The user's eating club milk wrappers, which I told them not to do. I will have another cam so you can see the producer's actions in motion. Right. Cruise checks. Okay, yeah. Check econ, check the weather. You know, select your approach, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to start planning for next. So, how many miles have we got to go? On the flight plan, we have 504 miles to go to reach Paderborn. So we've got a bit of cruising to go, right? A little bit of cruising to go. Now, the fuel system, I think, how long are we on now? An hour and 21, right. So, yeah, you probably, at this moment, if you're sitting at home, right, I would imagine you're kind of going, I want to get a cup of tea, but I don't want to miss anything, right? So we're going to have an intermission. An intermission. I'm going to play an ad first, just to keep the channel going. Let me know what the ad was. I never get to see them. I'm very curious as to what they are, right? So I'm going to play an ad, and then for those of you who aren't subscribed, you'll see the ad. For those of you who are subscribed and all that stuff, you won't see it. And then we're going to have a 5-minute intermission. So you got 6 minutes, okay? 6 minutes to get yourself a cup of tea, a snack. I recommend club milk and perhaps some tea, or even some Gripper Sim water. That wasn't an advertisement. I'm just kidding. So take a break, go to the loo, get yourself a snack. 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Oh, look at that. We're only in the cruise, nothing's going to happen. So I'm going to play a quick ad, and I'll see you in 6 minutes. So that's the ad playing for everybody else, folks. And I'm going to play the intermission now. I think you liked the intermission the last time. Before I go. Flight level 320. Oh God, I forgot the altitude, everybody. Oh my God, I forgot the altitude. 32,000 feet. I said, didn't I? And just press the button up. Oh no. No, this one. Thank you, feature. You're a wing on my shoulder, making sure that I don't do something dumb, which I just did because I was busy chatting. Isn't it amazing? Isn't that amazing? All right, we're climbing up to flight level 32,000 feet. Great. Now let's go to the intermission, and by the time the intermission is, I'll do the cruise checks. I've pretty much done them already, but what are you going to do? Okay, intermission time.
And now, let's enjoy an intermission. We hope you filled your snack bar full of tasty treats to eat and drink. Perhaps a tempting tasting hotting dog, or a thirst-quenching sugar drink. Some fresh crunching popping corn perhaps, or an assortment of sugar-coated sweetness. Even enjoying a sickness stick. We've plenty of time, so visit your snack bar now. See now, Mr. and Mrs. Parker enjoying and gorging on the lovely treats with their lovely children. You can be doing this too, you still have time. And for those of you tea lovers, let's have a look at some tea making tips. Yes, the most important tea making tip, of course, when you have time, is to use the right mug. Yes, the right tea mug is always the right way. Look for the Gripper Sim tea mug. Yes, it makes your tea taste 20% better. Now, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to make your cup of tea. Mrs. Ainsley Creeter, what do you think of drinking a cup of tea from the Gripper Sim mug as opposed to the normal mug?
Lovely. not everyone who can make a good cup of tea.
Splendid, Mrs. Ainsley Crabtree. Now, here are the ladies discussing the 6 points of making a good cup of tea, and of course the Brixton mug will be included. Which number will it be?
Can I remember them? Of course you can. Try now. All right, here goes. Number one.
See the goodness in mind.
Always use a good quality tea.
Yes, of course.
Good. Number two. Always use freshly drawn water. Right? Number three. Remember to warm the teapot or urn. Everyone knows that. And number four. Measure the right quantity of tea for the amount of water in the pot. Very good. Number five. The water must reach boiling point. Pot to the kettle, not kettle to the pot. And the last rule, number 6.
Here we go.
Let the tea brew for 5 to 10 minutes.
Damn your eye forward, God! Represent Tea Mug.
Where does it all start? Sometimes here, with an acid start, or here, with tense, upset digestive nerves. It may even reach here, with that fuzzy, achy feeling in the head.
Are you suffering from intermission anxiety? It's the acid tension trouble triangle you're suffering from. Yes, now there's a new anti-intermission liquid, Peptis Liquid Elixir. It will break that bothersome intermission trouble triangle. This fast-acting liquid has no need to wait for it to dissolve as it's in liquid form. With unknown ingredients, it will settle acid in your stomach and those nasty intermission blues. Side effect of Peptis may include constipation, skin rash or dermatitis, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, severe migraines, insomnia, suicidal thoughts, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, cancer, loss of sexual appendages, funny walk syndrome, loss of hair, reddening of the hair, big red nose syndrome, whitening of the skin, unusual voice patterns, childish behaviors, a propensity to grow balloons, death. Break that intermission trouble triangle with Peptis. Yes, Peptis available somewhere.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big time.
Ingredients include chemicals derived from petroleum,
Butternut.
preservatives including sodium benzoate and sulfur dioxide, no nuts included,
Milkshake.
including wood pulp and duck feathers as fillers,
Payday.
including propylene glycol, carcinogenic flavorings, including trace elements of starch, strychnine, and
Topped
lead.
with Hollywood's super rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful. They're delicious. They're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
And now a word from our esteemed producer. Such kind words. And now back to our normally scheduled programming.
I'll do a few of those because I can't have the same one all the time. I might do another one next week. Yeah, so we haven't broken through yet, folks. We are now climbing through 27,000 feet for 32,000 feet on standard, and nothing bad has happened yet. But nothing bad's... Oh, there we go. There we go. We're coming through now. Look at that. Let's get some eye candy. Now, I gotta start planning. Oh, thank you, G Future. Used 100 bits. Wow, thank you. Thank you, G Future. And we're going to save those up because we're going to make someone's day one day. By the way, I've done that before. That's great fun. Also, I'd like to thank Swiss Tony has followed. And an hour ago, Bosch Bio Energy followed as well. And 9 hours ago, which was a while ago, Part 121 followed. So thank you very much. And I don't know if I mentioned Peppa Razzie, who followed 21 hours ago. So that's great. Stunning scenery. I'm on 4K producing it as 1080p because it's streaming. But still, look at that. That is pretty cool. Now, better get ready for my approach. Better early than... Oh, is there a little bit of icing building up there, I see. Look, a little bit of ice there. Not too much, just a little bit of ice. You know, a little bit of ice. Very interesting. I just wanted to see it build up, you know. I wonder if that melt as we came through the clouds. That's interesting. Nothing too severe. Pretty darn cool. Pretty cool. Now, let's hop inside. Just a quick look at the comments. D-Future, thank you very much for those 100 bits. Folks, for those of you who don't know, what I'd like to do is give back a little bit. I save all the bits, and then we go and we I did it once or twice before. We raided a channel. We gave them tons of bits. I still have credit that I put in, and let me see what you think of that. If that's a good idea or not. If you don't like that, let me know. Great. Now the producer's getting. He wants to go for a walk, but he's going to have to wait. And I shouldn't have mentioned that word because, yeah, you know what happens. Now, okay, let's have a look at where we are first. We are 433 miles to go, so not bad, not bad. We start the chrono. The chrono's reset itself. Does it reset on top of climb? That saddens me. I'm looking here. Maybe this top of climb, I don't know. Engine 1 anti-ice is on. Oh, the anti-ice is on. Does it do it automatically? That must have been an update, because I didn't put the anti-ice on. Anti-ice is on. No, it's not. I'm going to leave it off for the laugh. Let's see how it builds up. So what else have we got to do? Right, let's just plan our route here and see where we are. Let's just zoom out here of our... We've got a fair bit to go. Let's see exactly where we are in Navigraph. So I'm going to pull up Navigraph here. And so this is Paderborn, right? It's going to bring us right onto the ILS, the whole flight plan, which is great. This time, right, I have to make sure I hit the approach button, not like last time, because I had to land it manually last time. Went well, but I didn't want to land it manually, is the point. So that's great. I haven't seen these plates for quite some time. I want to get used to them. Lots of documentary watching will have to happen with Gripper Sim. Cat, what cat is it? Cat 1, 2 or 3? You know, what does it say? I can't remember. That's the... Okay. Well, look, let's see where we are. There we are. Right. We haven't even left England yet. We're right over Teesside. We're coming up to over Teesside here. Which is nice. So we're coming over the sea. So we've got plenty of time to go, right? Plenty of time. Paderborn is down here somewhere. Doesn't actually mark it, but there you go. Now let's go to the plates for the approach. Navigraph, if you don't have it, I don't know if it's the right one I chose or not. It just looked really easy to use and really cool, and I'm used to looking at all the charts. What I was at one point. I need to get used to them again. So the taxi in Paderborn, you know, this is the big problem when you get there, but I think it's going to be quite easy because it's only one runway. Yes, I kept things simple for myself. Because I got 5 or 6 runways in a big international. Yeah, I just get lost. I don't know where I'm going. I haven't got a clue. You know, because they give you taxi alpha via this, via that, Charlie, then November 2, left for Bravo 6 for parking area 2. You know, it's just, I don't know how to do it. But they do assure me that it is the hardest part of the flight. New pilots, you know, when they finish their training, you do get used to it. There's fancy maps and GPSs now and all that kind of stuff. But how they did it in the day, I don't know. So let's have a look at our approach. We're coming into runway, I selected 06. So ILS for runway 06. So that's all done, right? So fine. Now let's have a look at... okay, so... what do I need? Is there anything I should do, guys? Oh great, D-Future saying, Gripper, can you follow these steps and I'll help you set up an approach. Great, thank you D-Future. My eyes are on the chat. My eyes are on the chat. Those of you in YouTube, by the way, I'm looking at the you can't see the chat for the for the Twitch users. My apologies, but I think you're all saying you're all happy there. I'm just looking at your comments. You enjoy the show. Who's that? That was Mark 11 is on. Mark 11. Great. He says Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I need to be quiet. Enjoy the show. Okay. Now, okay, deep feature. Right. Okay, flight plan. Check EDLP. Okay. Flight plan. Here. Okay, flight plan. Check EDLP. Where is the EDLP? Is it here? EDLP. Where's the EDLP? Arrival. You've lost me there, bear with me. Bottom right. Oh, you press the button here. Oh, I did not know this. Ah, is this okay, bam. Okay, arrival. Thank you, D Future. This is something new now. Okay, arrival. Okay. Arrival. Left 06. There's all the ILS 06, yeah. I thought it was already selected that, but okay. Bam. Arrival ILS 06, yeah. And I selected what's this? EXO B3H. Okay. Appropriate star. Standard incident approach. Oh, I thought that was already programmed. I'm hitting star again. Okay, I've done that. Via pad. Insert. Okay, I've hit the insert button. Now what? Select this again. Now your frequencies for this are all entered. You mean the ILS frequencies? Interesting. I did not know this. Because it worked. Just by fluke maybe it worked. And that's it, D-feature, is it? 06. Start. So let's have a look now at the... Oh, where am I going now? I'm turning away. I'm turning away from my destination. I'm turning away from my destination entirely. What the deuce? What the deuce is happening now? I'm turning back. Deep future, I'm turning back now. Look, I'm turning back. Oh God. I'm turning back to the Paderborn. EDLP. Now I'm stuffed. Okay, he says hit direct. Where's the bloody direct button? How do I do direct? Do I go to flight plan? Direct to first waypoint. Okay, that I don't know what to press though. So which? So the white one is the one I'm on. Is that right? Above flight plan, DIR. Oh, direct. Sorry, direct. Okay. And to which one? See, this is the stuff I need to know because sometimes you need to skip them. To where though? Where do I go? What do I press? I'm going back to London. I'm going back to Glasgow. Let me see if it has it here. I see what he's doing, but I don't know how to do it. Damn it. T-feature. I'm not too sure what to do now. I'm in trouble, folks. I'm in trouble. Flight plan. Which one? Which waypoint am I on? Does it have a step through? Does it have a step through in the serious troubleshooting there, folks? Let's go to the plan view. I think the plan view will do that. Let's hope. No. Rocan. Okay, so I'm just trying to find the waypoints because I don't have a chart. Rocan. Okay, so direct. Rocan, down arrow. Rocan. Can't see Rocan. There it is, Rocan. Select the top one. Select a waypoint on the plan and set direct to. Select the top one. The top one, right or left? This one? I'm stuck, folks. Select the top one. Oh, still going the wrong way, folks. Still going the wrong way. We're going backwards. You just need to bring the plane back on course. I know that. But let me go back here. Let's go. So let's start again, right? So direct, right? Direct to Rocan. So I'm going to go down arrow or up arrow. Top one, he said. To any waypoint. Let's try. No, that's runway 06. I don't do that. Oh God. This one. How do I select it? How do I say enter? How do I, how do I confirm? So I've selected Rogue or KN. So try to do with. So how do I hit enter? Oh, the left. That do it. It's turning. It's turning. We're turning. See, this is the stuff, guys. That's the tricky bits. Because sometimes ATC will say, they'll say, now go direct, and I don't know how to do that yet. Now we're back on track. We're turning back to where we should be going. Squirm. Panic stations. So yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff where yeah, I've got it. And it was actually, I remember on the 7.3. It's just a matter of knowing what to do and playing around with it. Now this is the kind of thing I have to figure out whilst I'm not streaming for next time. So that's okay, Deep Future. You're a genius. It's probably something I did with the flight plan. It's I did it the Microsoft way. No worries at all. But I think I learned something. So when we get closer, we're going to skip another waypoint, and I'm going to run through just to get it clear in my head and for everyone else, because I didn't really know what I was doing there. And so what I will do is when we get closer and we can see all the waypoints, I will do it again. Don't worry, Deep Future, because he entered his flight plan from SimBrief. I did not, so that's why things got a bit confused. No, I appreciate your help. I did get a bit freaked out there, though. I was going, oh no, how am I going to get back? I can't. I have to get to Glasgow or to Paderborn. Do you know? Faster though. Let's increase the speed. So, to increase your speed, we go to. I want to control the speed, so down arrow, and I want to go. Do I press it? I don't want Mac. Okay, we'll do Mac. Let's go to Mac 8.3, 8.4. Let's see what that brings us. So I'm increasing the speed. That'll save us some time. I'm just going to go just under. I'm aiming for just under VNE. Now maybe I should go higher. You go faster if you go higher. So maybe I'm at Mac 8.5. 8. I went a bit fast there, I think, folks. Let's slow down a tad. We're going to get warnings now. 8.2 should be enough. There we go. We're just under the red arc there. I'm presuming that speed tape in the red is VNE, never exceed speed. So great. D-Feature saying if you enter the destination data in the flight plan, you don't need to enter the ILS frequency, etc. Yeah, because what I did was what I have done in the past was, if I go to, where was it? Was it RadNav? Yeah, I go into RadNav. I enter the course and the frequency. That's all I've done. That's all I do. Like if you're watching since the very beginning, and it seems to work out. Deeply needs a Panadol now. No, Daff, I don't need a Panadol. I very rarely get headaches. But it does say enter destination data. I remember that from before. And I'm trying to remember where you put that. So would that be in... it's not the flight plan. Would it be in here again? Arrival. I'm not going to play with that now. No, it wasn't in there, I know that much. But it always came up with enter destination data. Are you in data? No. It's in performance. See, once you understand the actual logic behind a system like this, I don't activate approach phase, do I? Next phase, cruise. Oh yeah, I remember now. Next phase. Approach. Now, here we go. But it doesn't check. It's got ILS. That's where we're going. So, next phase again, maybe? No. Previous phase. Now we got to get the weather. So, I'll do that in a second. Enter destination data. I don't know where you put that. That's a barrow. That's no good. QNH, that's nothing. Trans altitude, fine. No. Destination time. Select, is it here? Let's check our restraint level at least. We'll get back on the flight plan now. Great. Destination data is QNH. Oh, is it? Oh, you don't have... I was thinking of putting the IK identifier in. That's where I am. Okay. So, D-Feature, thank you. I was getting confused because I was thinking, enter the destination data, but it knows we're going to Paderborn. So where do I put in? Okay. So let's print out the weather. Weather time. Let me just see if I can remember this now. MCDU. Atsu. No, that's not the right one. Let's go back to the main menu again. Atsu. AOC menu. Weather request. And we want Paderborn. Sent. Queued. Sent. I'm going to come back out here. I'm going to come back out here again. Oh, no, back in here. I'm going to see received messages. No messages yet. It does take a little bit. There we go. So there's the METAR. And let's print it out. So we can print it out. I think this is hilarious. And it prints out here, folks. Look at that. That is hilarious. Now, I wonder, they say don't use the printer because it wastes paper. Do you know? Now, if I click on that, it comes up here so I can read it. So, great. Let's go back to the destination data. So that was... Let's just read the weather here. Echo got... No, that's the wrong one. Echo Delta Lima Papa. 6:20, 19:20 hours. The wind is variable at 2 knots. Cav OK. Temperature 16, dew point 12, and the QNH is 1024. So now let's go to entering the destination data, which was in... Damn it. Performance. QNH is going to be 1024. Bam. The temperature is 16 degrees. The winds are variable at 2 knots. Now, do you put VEB for variable? You know, VRB? And then the /02. I'm going to try that. I'm guessing here. Or maybe it's 000. Look at that. I think it's 000. 000/02. Yes, thank you, G-Feature. You confirmed that that's correct. Oh, I didn't want to go to previous phase. You bloody idiot. 0. So variable, if it's variable winds, you just put in 0. And I said it's 2 knots only. There we go. Bam. Transition altitude, I think, is 5,000. Thank you. That's G-Features telling me it's 5,000 feet. So I need to know the transition altitude. Bam. So that's when I set my QNH to the standard. And that is all I've done before. Barrow 899. Now, Barrow 899 is what? That is the height of the airfield, is it? Is that the height of the airfield? 899. So, there we go. That's the decision altitude, right? It's decision height. Great. So that's what the Barrow is. Great. Okay. Radio then, of course, is that's the minimum decision altitude. So if you come down, if I'm at 899 above on Q and H, I've got and I can't see the runway I go around. So the radio then is it 200? I think the minimum decision height. That's right. 200, I think. I usually expect 200. Put 200 in there anyway. I'm watching the comments like a hawk here, folks. Okay, so let's go to flight plan here and see. We have 354 to go. Great. So that's pretty much everything set up. So, oh, the clouds are all gone. We can see the sea. We can see the sea, which is nice. Great. Now this is a standby, and at this one I have the QNH is set to 1021, which is fine. Okay, great. That's the same as what I. Well, actually, that's not standard. That's the. I want the QNH of our destination here, 1024. So let's do that. 1024. We'll change that. There we go. 1024. There we go. So I don't have that set up. So let's run through that then. Where do I descend? Right, I'm at 32,000 feet. Let's say the airfield's at 1,000 feet, okay? So just say 30,000 feet, 31,000 feet. 31. Divide that by. What's the trick to it? There's a trick to calculating it, and I keep forgetting. 31,000. Just look at my calculator here. Divided by 10, was it? No. Let's check the ILS frequency, just to see features saying. So the ILS frequency is on the RAD page. Radio page. Do I have radio? This one? Yeah, I got it right here. 111.15. I have to double check that. 111.15. 111.15. Great. Now the whole thing I want to check now is when we descend. So how far out do we descend? So that is going to be flight plan 336 miles out. So it's 32. Oh, 3 timetables. That's the aviation thing. It's the 3. I'm going to write that down. 32 multiplied by 3. Oh, you add the 10 plus 10, which is 106 nautical miles. You think I would have remembered that? So that's the altitude in thousands. That's 32,000 feet. You multiply that being at 10. So we want to start our descent at 106 miles out. So we got a good bit to go. Thank you, D-Future. You are an endless... He told me this before. I know he has. D-Future is a star. Divide by 3. Baker Sim, thank you. Let's pay let's get some eye candy going. Alright, let's get some eye candy. And boom. Look at the change now in the weather from before. Now, there's the coast of the UK. There's the coast of England. Blighty, you know. That's pretty stunning. Look at the sea. Wow. That is quite incredible. Absolutely stunning. 10 for wind correction. Ah, I see, okay. So 32 divided by 3, so take away 3 zeros. Very good. I remember, I used to know that. Just... Great. Okay, so stunning scenery, Skyhawk says it is. I was looking today at what X-Plane is up to. Not a lot. Well, they're doing lighting, as you know. I don't know if they're going to catch up. You know, so just don't know. Even the flight model on Microsoft Flight Simulator, the gap is thinning very quickly with regards to, you know, they'd say X-Plane's better flight model out of that. But Flight Simulator seems to be catching up, you know. They really do. Anyway, let's have a look at the old chat there on YouTube. 21 of you on YouTube there watching at the moment. Cherokee says 3 times your height. Your height divided by 3. Yeah, that's always 3 times table in aviation. That's very good. The producer is down here by my feet, just looking at me. Somehow get. It's just looking at me. But still, we all know what that means. Here. I'll get another cam for the producer. So the producer wants something. The producer does the following. Right. Oh dear. I saw Captain Canada. That's where I got the idea from. Still from Captain Canada. Right. And he's a doggy cam. He's very au fait with flight sims, and I want to be the same. I want to get to know, you know, I want to be very fluent like him and D-Future and all the guys, right? But this is the producer, and he's still there now. And this is exactly what oh, she actually. I think there's one picture up here. There, that's what's looking at me there right now. Just, you know, are we going? Are we ready? Are we? I know what's in the producer's mind. I don't want to say the word, but you all know what doggies do. You know, and that's what's happening. Yeah. We're 2 hours into it now. We got 52 viewers. Great. Skyhawk says in that an extra 10 for win correct. Oh yeah, okay, that was for earlier on. So great. Now just sitting on all the wires. Great to have to. Yeah. Great. There's the feature ahead of me. Dead Pics, Solar Hawk, Skydive, and I can't see the others. I think nice with me. North European Surfer, folks. Join us on the North European Surfer. Let's see what techniques they have. Camera speed here. Robert Tyne says, "What the deuce? You're live again?" Yeah. I'm going to try and do a lot more streaming. I am going to try and stream a lot more. The videos I was going to do a lot more of the really quality, you know. But I'm going to have a look and see what the lads are doing here because they're ahead of me. Did you get the dog as a pup? No, I didn't actually. It was there was a thing with the family, and they couldn't keep the dog, and they were very upset they couldn't keep the dog. It was allergies and things like that. I think they just want to test to see if it's you know. So yeah, that's the whole. So I'm looking after the producer. Buttons, the producer. Flying in VR as we speak, says Solar Hawk. Excellent. I haven't done that for a while. That's pretty good. God, the guys are miles ahead of me. They are absolutely miles ahead of me. I don't think I'll catch up. Even, you know. Okay, great. Thank you, D-Feature is talking about the +10. A common story, says Davo. Well, you know, it's nice to have another species of living entities in the house during the week. So I'm still blamming up here to you guys. You're way ahead of me. So I'm going to have to find some way to accelerate. Robert Heim says he just came home and he's watching only this time then. Feet on the table, coffee in hand. Excellent. Yeah, we did it. We had our intermission at the 2.5 hour. We should be there in about... God, how much longer have we got to go, folks? I said it would take a bit, but I was a long time starting up. So we're getting to all those waypoints now. We have 276 miles to go. Yes, we do. Everything's fine. Cruise checks. Yeah, just monitor everything. QNH temperature, winds, transition altitude minimums, landing config. We did that. Descent. That's not coming for a while. But all I do with the descent is put the flight, the altitude in. We're going to come down to. Put on the safety belt signs, the anti-ice, barometric pressure when you go past 10,000 feet, or is it the transition altitude, so I change that. And lights on when you go below 10,000 feet. And then the approach, which we've kind of done here, because we've a lot of time to go. So when I'm coming out from the localizer, 10 miles out, flaps 1. Go around altitude set. Oh, interesting, yes, of course. 8 miles out, flaps 2, and then landing gear down, order breakers required, and all that kind of stuff. We'll worry about that when we come to. So it's all done now. We're just 300 knots now, just on the edge where I like it. Oops. Reset cam. Get me to where I want to be. Just on up there in front. Let's get some nice viewage here. There we go. Yes, Paderborn. Paderborn. Somebody said they lived Paderborn. Skyhawk says he's picking. He says I'm picking up my lad from the Air Cadets. Watching in the car. Oh, interesting. Is that the Air Cadets in UK or Ireland? That's a great if you get into it. You know, the Air Cadets. It's very hard to get in though. Yep, I believe. Very difficult. Very difficult indeed. Oh, bad camera work. Just trying to get a little lower here. Just get that wing in there. And nice view there. Happy days. So that's great. So yeah, the bit of the cruise. So the reason I'm going to do more of those intermissions is because the cruise can be quite, you know, at some points kind of. Well, they're not boring, I guess. There's nothing to do now. You know, is there something I should be doing? Just monitoring stuff. I just sit there, fat, dumb, and happy. You know, the update's coming soon for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is great. I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. So big things happening. The They're bringing out the Dornier, isn't it? The new the update's tomorrow. Yes, the update's tomorrow. Well, we're not too sure what to expect. I haven't heard anything. Let me have a look here on the other screen. Like the update. I don't think there's any news on it. I was looking for some stuff on it today. Andrew Cunningham is passing over waypoint Gialler. Golf Oscar Lima Oscar Romeo. So Andrew's with us as well. So Andrew, I presume your name, Andrew's a member on YouTube, right? I presume, I don't know what your actual flight name is. If anybody of you, I'll have to keep mentioning this, want to join us, right? I'm always on the North European server, right? Anyone can join. So what I usually do is, certainly for Sundays, it's in stone, 2100 hours Irish time, that's 9 o'clock in the evening, right? I'm on at 9 o'clock in the evening, 2100 hours. And if you want to join us, just come on to the North European server. I sent Twitch, and I sent a Twitter, and I go on to the Discord as well, and I tell you what's happening with the Discord. So that's 3 places, like the flight plan, okay? And how that works is that we go onto the Discord here now. I'll send you an invite. I'm going to put an invite. Put an invite in the Discord. I'm just going to set one up now. Invite people. Set this link now to expire. Right, now done. So I'm going to put this link in the chat, both YouTube and Twitter. Okay. And Scott, I'm going to answer that now in a second. Bear with me. So there's it gone. There's the Discord invite. So you guys chat amongst yourselves, you know. We got a kind of a help me section. You know, I don't know what I'm doing, and in there as well, there's upcoming stream announcements and stuff like that. So it's very friendly in the Discord. I don't get in it as much as I'd like, but you're welcome, very much so. So, you know, I'm learning the Airbus, and the guys who are experts are helping me, as you can see, right? Deep Feature, and all the guys, right? So, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before I get quite good at it, isn't it? If I stream enough. So it's quite helpful. You know, we just want the newbies to fly the big jets and whatever they want to do, and help them along. Now, that question. What's my next waypoint and ground speed? Next waypoint. These are good questions now. Now, here's the thing. Oh, I look here. I can figure this one out now. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, how far are we out now? We're 226 miles out. So my next waypoint is... Is there a plan like the 747 so you can go up and to the next? RKN. Yeah, okay, so the white one here then. Romeo Kilo November is my next waypoint. That was for Andrew Cunningham. Oh, he's a skydiver as well. Oh wow, Andrew's a skydiver. Deadly. I would like to do that at least once. But I did I have a chance? No, I didn't have a chance. I went up in a skydiving airplane just for the crack in Europe, and I was going, oh, I don't know if I could do it. But it's something I would like to say I have done just once. Just once. Absolutely. So Andrew, did you get that? I hope you got that. Let me see where Andrew is. What colour he's at. The director is having a fish because there was something I was supposed to do with the director earlier on. He's tearing stuff up, and I have no control whatsoever. What's he doing? Now, okay, good. What's now next to the chat? You are now an expert, Deep Futures. Davos says. No, Deep Futures an expert. Tallyman, do you want to know a neat trick for finding a direct distance and bearing to any nav point or runway using the A320 FMC. Oh, there's one thing though I wanted to do before that though, Tallyman. I said we'd do that again at direct again, okay? Because Steve Feature was helping me out and I didn't get it exactly, right? So, we are coming up to Romeo Kilo November, okay? I'm going to want to skip that to Hotel Mike here, right? So, how do I do that? So he said, go direct Hotel Mike. Sorry, folks. The director's getting destructive. He's not pleased. Please stop that, director. Buttons. Ha. Okay. Unruly passengers. So I'm going to type on. I just want to see how to skip a waypoint deep feature. Well, I can do it on my own. You know, I can do it on my own. So, because I don't want to mess up the stream. You got to get there. The stream could go on for hours. But I'll get there. We are now. What is it? We are now flight plan 199 miles out. Great. So we're all set. All I have to do now is descend, get to my base altitude, which is going to be for the ILS 3,000 feet. Okay. Descend, get to 3,000 feet, make sure I intercept the ILS, and just hit the approach button, which is, or I'm going to hit the localizer button and the LS button, and then the approach button. Isn't that right? I could slew a little bit to speed up time, couldn't I? Oh, I heard a bing bang. Mac Chow McNugget has just followed. And George has just subscribed on YouTube. I missed that. George, excuse me. Welcome, George. George Sakmanduris. I know I haven't pronounced that correctly, George. And Mac Chow McNugget has followed. Welcome to the madness, folks. We're learning the Airbus if you've just joined us. Well, I am. And it's going well so far. This flight I chose maybe was a little bit too much of a long flight, because I got to think a feature that the departure is going to take at least a half an hour, isn't it? Or maybe more. This time it took about 14 minutes or so. So we're not too far out now. We're coming up on 187 miles in. I'm going as fast as I can. I could slew a little bit. Let's do a bit of slewing. Very nice. Is it going to break the autopilot though? We are now 151 nautical miles and 106. So let's just get a little bit closer, which is fine. Oh, you're watching on YouTube, Chabak Nugget. Brilliant. D-Feature says no need for the localizer button. Just click LS button once the localizer and you can then press approach. Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was kind of hoping that actually D-Feature. Let's get a bit further in. Because the crew's just sitting there, folks, you know. The way the airplane just goes, whoa, gotta get back on track. Now we are 117 miles away. Let's get to 106 when we try. Now, knowing me, I'm going to stuff it up. There we go. Whoa-hey. And that is 100 miles. Okay, yeah, let's get our descent going. As always, panic station script percent. Let's go down to 5,000 feet. Let's just assume we're given down to 5,000 feet. There's 5,000 feet. Oh, did you say it was 6? The over to the airplane and descend begins now. Now I am going very fast. Okay, so I'm going to set the speed now to the aircraft. Sorry, that's not what I wanted there. Sorry, that was my fault. I messed up there. We're on 6,000 feet and the speed to over to the aircraft. So we'll start to slow down. What are we descending? No. No, because I was messing around with stuff. 6,000 feet, please. We're descending. Good. Now, I'm going to put the brakes on because what's going to happen to me now, I'm going to be too high. Right, I'm going to be a little bit too high. How do you skip forward like this? Yeah, 3,000 feet, D feature says. Yeah, okay. Okay, 3,000 feet would make sense. Great, that is selected. Done. 30,000 feet. And I got brakes on just to get down a little bit quicker because I really should have started descending at 106 and now we're at 89. So, once again, GripperSim gets into trouble. I'm in trouble. Yeah, sorry. So you skip by hitting the Y button and it shows you an outside view of the aircraft. And what I do is, because the controls are quite complicated, I use just get any old cheap Xbox controller. Because if I go out to the showcase view, it just works like a treat, you know, with the buttons and everything. I don't have to set it up, it's already set up for you. You know, if you can see it here now. And I also use the slew. There's my brakes there, by the way. See the guts behind it there, happy days. So we're coming down thick and fast. And I'm going to concentrate so I don't mess this up. I mess it up. I did last time. I messed it up. It was a tough one. Let's see the chat on YouTube. Andrew, his game tag is Skydiver 88. Can't see you there. Let's see on there. So, there he is. There you are. You're on a CRJ Skydiver 88. Welcome to the madness, by the way. Sundays is our big day. At the moment, I'm streaming randomly during the week. I did one last week, and I thought this week I'd do it after work when everyone gets home. And I have the time as well. But unfortunately, the producer's very displeased about that because, you know, they want to do other things, like go for a walk. See, yeah, that's right. So there we are. We're coming down like a bat out of hell, I think. Good. Let's zoom in here. I didn't even do descent checklist. Seatbelt sign on. Seatbelt sign on. Okay. Just put your eyes on it. Let's go smoke into you. Thank you. Anti-ice set. I left it off. That's fine. Barometric pressure. That's when we go past. I think it was 6,000 feet for the standard barrow, and 10,000 feet. I got my landing lights on. Then the rest is easy. Constraints display. I've got to do that later on. So the constraints, I think they're here. No. Constraints. Condition. It's a handy little menu here. Engines. Lead. All working. Pressure. Electrics. Hydraulics isn't implemented yet. Fuel. Yeah, I did say I was gonna, you know, talk about fuel management. APU is off. The condition fine. The doors are all closed. Wheel fine. And all. So that's fine. The system's on there. And the cruise. When am I going to make it in time? We're descending 3,600 feet a minute. Cherokee says you definitely haven't read my comment in the previous video because you still have pitot heat set to on. It's not required, it's automatically on. But if that's the case, why do they have an option? You know, it does say auto, you're quite correct. It has it on the checklist. I'll have to look into that. So great, so where is the fuel system then? Let's just have a look at the fuel system very quickly. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look at the fuel system later on. So we're now coming down to 12,000 feet, so we're going to be fine. Coming down to 3,000 feet. Around about, let me just zoom in a little bit. We've got a good bit to go. Around about here, I want to be at 3,000 feet, or at least on the ILS. At least on the ILS, so we've got a bit to go. So I would imagine I'd want to be at my altitude just around here. And that should be fine. 10,000 feet. I'm going to put more brakes out here. Just to be sure. Now, apparently it would get quite bumpy, you know, with the brakes hanging out like that. With the lift jumpers here. But I don't see it simulated yet. And they have to be armed as well. So that's fine. We've plenty of room. So let's take those off. Good. On approach to Paderborn, folks. Doing a turn. Press constraints for constraints. Where is the CSTR button? Is it here? Am I just blind? Where's the constraints button? Right of the Q and H. There it is, of course, yes. Now I remember. Thank you, dear future. So this is for vertical VNAV, right? So it'll tell us what altitude we need to be at. Of course. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now it just comes back to me. It was quite a few months ago when I did the last stream before. So that's it. So that looks good. Also, Cheddar Key says constraints. Thank you, Cheddar Key. Dale Hoover says the bar should be standard. Well, 10,000 feet, yeah, I didn't really get that, did I? So now we need our Q and H ages ago. Wow, you need to be watching that, don't you? Q and H is 1021. At our destination, that's set once and that's set twice here. That's all good. I press B just to make sure it hasn't changed. Yeah, it's 1023 now. Let's check the actual real weather in Paderborn. Echo Delta Papa Foxtrot. Lima Papa, sorry. No METAR available. Okay, fair enough. ATC will always give you the Q and H. You just press B in the keyboard and that'll give you the up-to-date Q and H. So that's all that set. Happy days. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. We're just coming to 5,000 feet now. Yeah, of course. I keep thinking it's 10,000 feet for some stupid reason. That you put the Q and H in 1023. Excuse me, but they're there now. But it's not going to be a big deal, is it? The landing lights should have come on at 10,000 feet. You see. Very, very annoying. So, descent altitude, seatbelt sign done, anti-ice fine, automatic pressure below 10,000 feet, that's done. Anti-range constraints is done. Confirm ILS and CRS, we've done that. 10 miles out, fine, and all that kind of stuff. So 10 miles out, flaps 1. You need to have this really nailed, don't you? You really do. We're at 4,000 feet now. It looks like Yeah, interesting way it stopped descending there, isn't it? Where is it taking me now? Let's zoom in here a little bit. This is going to happen very quickly now. It's going off course. Why are we going off course like that? That's very interesting why we're going off course like that. Do you see that? Might be a bug. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. It's very tricky when you're learning something like this. I don't know if it's a bug or not. Let's see what the next waypoint is. Camille. That's the right one. This one? Now. That is very unusual. Yeah, I can select heading. Right? If it stuffs up, you can always select heading. So I'm going to go to heading mode, folks. That's to me. Our current heading is 142. Let's get on track. And we're going to go direct to Camille. Kilo Oscar Mike India Lima, which seems to be selected here on the flight management computer anyway. So we're going to come down here now. Starting to descend again. The 3,000 feet, it's telling me the constraints. So now I wonder, it seems to be intelligent that it's taking me down now, you see. So what I'd like is a nice intercept. 23 miles out. MK123444 says it's taking you direct to the landing by the look of it. Yeah. But it just, see, it's highlighted here. That's the next one here. See that? So I wonder what happened there. There is a little bug still apparently, but I don't know what is a bug and what I'm doing wrong. Do you know what I mean? But it is getting better all the time. There's everybody sitting there waiting for me. They're all, you know, already. Oh, D-Feature's still flying. He's at 4,300 feet. Now, as it turns out, I'm a little bit too low now, aren't I? But no big deal. No big deal. 200 knots. So we're going to intercept the glide slope now very shortly. We're still too far out. We're 20 miles out. When we get to about 10 miles out now, I'm going to lower flaps 1 and set the ground altitude, which is missed approach, climb straight ahead to D4 plus D4.1. To pad D3.6, then turn right to NDB climb to 3,000 feet. So 3,000 feet. Right. So 3,000 feet is going to be set there anyway. Let's have a look. There's a little bit of activity. On the experimental version, there's a custom LNAV which has less bugs. Okay. I might have to update it. Scott Watson! He says, just approaching Dutch coast. I think I'd be running late. Laughing out loud. So we're coming in. This is the bit where, so either going to go really, really well or really, really badly. We don't know yet. I don't know what's my fuel situation. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. The airport's over here. We are now 16 miles out. Let's put on the LS and see where we are. Okay, that's good. Now I'd like to have a 30-degree intercept to the localizer, but it's kind of 90 degrees now, really, isn't it? So I'll just decrease. Let me get in a little further. I'm going to measure a little bit more here for the moment. See what I'm doing now. When I talk to people who fly these in the real thing, it's all they're all vectored by ATC. It's all vectored. The reason I'm coming out to come in at a smaller angle. We are now 13 miles out. I'm looking here. 13 miles out. 10 miles out, I want to put down 10 flaps. All the throttles armed. Both flight directors are on. That's all good. We're going to see very shortly. First of all, there's going to be dimed here. That's going to come down. That's our glide. But first, I want to see our localizer. So now I'm going to start turning in to intercept to intercept the localizer. Yeah, I better start turning in now. I'm kind of guessing here now. So you see here it's at 90 degrees. Now I'm going to cut that up. I would imagine we're 10 miles out now. I'm going to put down flaps 1. There goes flaps 1. Flaps 1 is coming down. There's the diamond. Oh no, I don't want that first. Let's get into the localizer here. I do not. I want to hit the... I don't want to hit the glide slope first. That is not good. Come on. Come on. I don't have to take over manually. Damn it, I'm missing the glide slope. Here comes the localizer as well now. Ah, bloody mouse fail. Mouse fail. Okay, I'm going to be a bit high. Okay, here we approach mode. Hopefully it'll lock. Approach mode on. Good, it's descending. 8 miles out. Flap 2. We are 7 miles out. A little bit behind. Flaps 2. Gear down. There's a little bit dodge. There's a little bit dodge. 185 knots. Looking good. This is now I'm home now. It's the rest is easy. Gears down. Thank you, Deep Feature. Deep Feature says the experiment. Oh yeah. Gears down. So gears down. 3 greens. Flaps. Usually I believe they land these with 4 flaps. Now I can go to flaps 3. That's looking really tidy. Pushing the checklist away. Now, when will I disengage? When do you disengage the autopilot Deep Feature? Out of curiosity. Feet on pedals. I was watching a video and it was an ATR commercial flight, and they were on the ILS and they were talking to each other and telling jokes and laughing all the way down. Now flaps full. Flaps are coming down. Quick bit of eye candy. They were laughing all the way down. I thought it was hilarious. They just didn't do it so often, you know. So that looks pretty cool. Better not stay outside too long. We all know what happens when I do that. This could be my first successful flight since my break. Disengage when you like, really. Normally 1,000 feet. Yeah, it's up to company, isn't it? I disengage now. Autopilot and the auto throttle go away. Oh, now the throttle flies up. Now everything gets messy. Okay, manual. Concentrating. The less you do, the better. Now you land deep into the runway always. Now when I fly the little small airplanes, I love the way you go over the road with the traffic. You're always aiming for the beginning of the runway. You always got to remember now I'm about 20 feet up in the air. Now my view is kind of askew here. There we go. Putting the center line in between my legs. It's going quite well. You don't have to do much. It's very subtle. All the power's off. It shouldn't be off, but I'll add a little bit of power. Drive it in. Oh no, not too much. Oh, very sensitive. I ballooned there. Oh, this is not good. Get down. There we go. We're down. Nose wheels down. Reverse thrust on. Get on the center line. Reverse is on. Oh, we had loads of runway. So success. Last 80 knots. Reverse off. Can we taxi back from ahead? Yes, we can. We can taxi all the way back to the gates. There's all the boys sitting there waiting. That was a joy. That was quite a joy, folks. Isn't it illegal to chat below 10,000 feet? Yeah, you see, a sterile cockpit. You're absolutely right. That's from OISC. I don't know if it's 10,000 feet or how that works, but they were way below that. Like, they're all fine and laughing and joking. It is, if they were caught doing that, there would be things would happen. But yeah, sterile cockpit is very, very important. As you can see when I've streamed, the last time I was chatting because I wanted to pay attention to the chat and getting views and stuff, and didn't I miss to hit the approach button. I had to land manually. But that was great fun. I enjoyed that. And Deep Future, you are a star. An absolute star. So I'd say that's about 1%. That's what I'd need to know. But that's enough to get us from A to B. You know. And you can only expand on that. And that's what the Discord is for. Slick Tip. Welcome. Slick Tip. Mac Chow McNuggets says nice, thank you. I added a little bit of power. I find Thrustmaster Airbus throttle quadrant a bit sensitive. I think it's a bit small, so if you move it a tiny bit, it's actually quite a lot. Because I added power there, and there's Bakerfly, and it just went ooh. So I floated a good bit. Let's see if we can get to the gates, right, and finish nicely. Now, of course, where do we come out here? Not that one. That's for a small little airplane up there. Oh, look at the building there. Look at that. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Paderborn is one of those free airports you get on the Microsoft website, by the way. There's Energy Max. And there's Copper Hat. Copper Hat. Greetings. That's Copper Hat. Added a little bit of power there. Icarus is with us as well. Oh, look at the detail, folks. Look at the detail. Look at that. Now I want to stand with a... Tell you what I'll do here. I'm going to stop here momentarily. Just assume our TC told us to stop. I want to try something. Now I'm going to go to the ATC. ATC, and this is where everybody gets lost. Let's turn to ground and let's request taxi to southwest parking. No, gates I want. Right. Gripper Sim. Taxi to gate 7 using taxiway A. Great. So taxiway 7. So that must be 4. Let's take the brakes off and start crawling along. Let's add a bit of power. Gate 7. Hang on now. Gate 7. That's 3. Okay, so we're going to go to the right. Gate 7. See, it's easy to taxi here because it's just one taxiway. Taxiway Alpha. Number 7. Where's there? Is that number 7 there? Where's number 7? See how easy it is to get lost. There's someone there. I'm gonna have to come out. Sorry, Bakerfly, for causing traffic. 5, 6, 7. There's no gate there. I want a gate. Okay, let's do it. I want to see the gate. You know, the gate extending to the aircraft. That's what I wanted. But no. Can you request? I'm very displeased about that. This is number 7. Let's come across here. Is there a guy with the sticks? No, I want the guy with this. I want everything. Oh no, it's not that line. Is it the yellow line here? Where's the guy with the sticks? Where's the marshaller? There's no marshaller. I'm very sad. There's a marshaller over here. Right? But there's none here for me. Never mind. We won't read it. Yeah, just a bit displeased with the old, the old gate thing. Probably not gates. There's gate 7A there, look. I'm at the wrong one. Oh well. See? Oh, easy. Very sensitive on the throttles, folks. Right, brakes are on. Brakes are on. Flaps should have come up while I was taxiing. In all fairness, and the lights should have come off. You see, I need to stop after I exit the runway. Get all the lights off. Strobes should have been off. Runway turn off. Lights are off. All that kind of stuff. Taxi now, they go to off. Happy days. No gate, no marshal. Southwest, yeah, it's terrible. So let's see what happens, though, folks. Let's see what happens when I ask them to give me stuff. Ground services. No, I don't want push back down fuel. Request ramp connection. Oh, it's great. It's going to bring the gates. So, just to finish it off, folks, you know. There we go. They're going to bring the steps up. Steps there. Yeah, interesting to have the steps there. Very nice detail. The baggage should be coming up as well. The doors have already opened. There's the baggage going in. Or coming out. Very nice. So there you go, folks. That was quite an interesting little trip. I enjoyed that. I learned a little bit. D-Future, thank you so much for helping us all the way through. Thank you so much for helping us all the way through. That was great. So the next thing I want to learn is I said at the beginning the fuel system, but I was still a bit raw. I've only done this twice now in the last 4 months, really. So I remember a reasonable amount. Oh, except for the last week's stream. So guys, if I don't stream again this week, I do plan to at some point to keep it going. I'll be on, but definitely Sundays 2100 hours Irish time. I always stream, and that's the big day for streaming. Video coming out on Friday, and I'll be working on videos during this week and streaming. Happy days. There's dead pics coming in there now. Very nice dead pics. Very nice indeed. So there you go, folks. We're in Paderborn. We made it. Thank you everyone for following. You know, that was fun. I enjoyed that immensely. And thank you Cho McNugget, I think it is, and George, thank you for subscribing. D-Future, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Swiss Tony, for following, and Bat Bowie Energy, and Part 121. So guys, I'll see you more than likely again for another flight, and hopefully I'll improve some things with the Airbus. Until then, I will see you very soon. Where's the button for the outro? Haha, thanks a million, folks. Have a good night.